This is the CreaseCast.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. CreaseCast 164, recapping the Vancouver Canucks' big, fat, embarrassing shootout loss to the Anaheim Ducks. The streak is over. The team sucks again. The gas leak year never ended. It's
Fold
back
the
on,
franchise.
Baby. Fold the franchise. Everyone has
Move them
COVID.
to Hamilton or Houston. It's time. The Houston Canucks. No,
The BlackBerry guy, what was his name?
Jim Balsillie.
Jim Balsillie, yeah. He's going to open up the Hamilton Blackberries or the Hamilton CryptoPledge.com. Could you imagine if that was the team name? Like, it was just like, it was also an ad. So it was like the Hamilton CryptoPledge.com super duper arena.
I mean, I'll take that because I'll take that over the other option because you know what the parent company of BlackBerry was called, right? It was Research in Motion or something. The acronym was RIM. And sure enough, anytime they had like business issues or like anytime there was a layoff or something, you'd see a certain headline in the papers.
Rim jobs.
Bingo, you got it.
Hell yeah. That's a team I'd root for. The Hamilton Rimmers, the Hamilton Rim Jobs,
the Rim Center.
Dude, yeah, that's a team you can win with. But anyways. It is New Year's, sort of, or it's New Year's Eve. It's gonna be the shortest episode you ever listened to because we didn't plan this properly.
That was my bad. That was my bad, guys. I scheduled.
No, you know what? I screwed this up because I knew that I had New Year's Eve plans starting at like 5:00. So I was like, I went out, got my first pair of skates, and I was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna chill at home, take some pictures or whatever, and then yeah, time kind of just flew by.
Your ice skates or what are we talking? Like ice skates?
Yeah, right? I've never owned a pair of skates before.
That's awesome. Yeah. That's really cool. We're gonna talk about that.
All the pond hockey pictures were giving me FOMO, and I was like, you know what? I might as well get a pair. See if I can remember how to skate. Hopefully, don't end up the last time I skated, which was like when I was 12 or 13 at like a school thing where we would just walk down to Eagle Ridge ice rink here. And at that thing, I fell, and some guy was practicing skating backwards, and he kicked me.
God!
Right here on the eye.
Oh man!
So like, I fell down, head on the ice, skate right over the eye, just narrowly avoided losing an eye, and got my only stitch actually. So it's very, very poetic.
You know what's wild is I have almost an almost nearly identical story, but with snowboarding, where I was like learning how to snowboard because my parents liked snowboarding. I didn't enjoy it. I got put in one of those like in a camp at one point, and fell over, and then the next kid behind me came in and just decked me. Snowboard hit me square in the chin, cut it right open. And I was after that, I don't know if I think I maybe snowboarded once again after that. I found. Which was hilarious because they learned later. It was like, wait, why? Like I tried skiing for the first time, and I was like, wait, this is just like ice skating. Why didn't I do this the whole time? Why wasn't this what you put me in?
This is easy. Yeah. Why would you change it up and change how my feet are supposed to work? That doesn't make any sense. But like, I had a similar thing too, where I also tried like a winter sport. I tried or I was another school thing. I went horseshoeing or not horseshoeing. What's it called?
Like
snowshoeing. Yeah, horseshoeing. Yeah, I went snowshoeing. Same thing. Fell down on my face, and some guy walking backwards clipped me in the eye with a peg. I don't know. As a kid, I guess I was desperately trying to go blind, and it just didn't work. Multiple attempts.
You and backwards walking people just apparently are not on the same working on the same wavelength there.
Me and going backwards apparently just does not work. But anyways,
more iconic duo. Anyways,
name a more dangerous duo.
I'm gonna have to take you skating at some point. Clearly, we're gonna have to go skating because
it's gonna be a collaborative effort where everyone teaches me how to skate again because I probably don't remember how.
I would be more than happy to teach you how to skate. It's one of the few things I'm good at. So
Beautiful.
we'll get into that. The Canucks are also good at skating. Did you know that? Great segue.
This is a good segue because the first period against the Anaheim Ducks was like very high intensity, like lots of skating, lots of moving the puck around the ice, but nothing else. There was no scoring chances. There was barely anything in the way of shot attempts. Nothing was happening for the first 8 minutes, even though the first 8 minutes of the first period was the Canucks sitting in their end, struggling to break the puck out. But somehow, like, nothing really came of the pressure they were facing. And when they finally broke it out for the final, like, half of the first period, they didn't do anything either. It was just like a lot of it was like all style, no substance. Like, oh man, these guys are really giving it on the ice. They're skating, even though they're playing on the back end of a back to back. They should be exhausted, but they're trying really hard. And then you look at the stats, and it's like the heat chart is like cold. Like there's nothing there on the chart to say that they had chances or shot attempts or anything. They're just
Yeah.
like looking fast. That's it. Um, did you stay awake throughout the entire game?
I did. But that was because probably more so because I had been drinking coffee late into the day, so I was
Yeah,
wide awake until like 3 a.m. to
fair.
yesterday. But yeah, like it's weird how similar like the Anaheim and the LA game were to one another, but the end results and the end like actual performance was way different because they were
Mhm,
both kind of like to a degree like very low event hockey like
mhm.
for like large stretches, but
Yeah.
the first game against Anaheim, the Canucks were very much looked like they were in control for large stretches of that game. Like they actually were controlling the pace of play. They clearly looked like the better hockey team out of the two. Anaheim,
Mhm.
by the way, has fallen pretty quickly. I think I saw that coming from a mile away.
Yeah.
They're better than I gave them credit for, but they're
Mhm.
still a team that's on kind of like the retool.
And
At this point, they're
they've
not
done
playing. Yeah.
yeah, they're not playing well right now, but what they did what the Canucks should have been doing for the entire start of the season, which was building like a good cushion in case they fell off.
Yeah.
Because in theory they could still bounce back and, be fine. Like John Gibson's still gonna John Gibson himself
Yeah.
to some victories, right? And he did that for I mean, he basically secured a point for Anaheim, which was good because that's a division matchup that Anaheim would have wanted to win against the Canucks. They didn't, but they got the point, which is good. But yeah, I think they got blown out by Vegas today too,
Yeah,
like
yeah, they did.
3-0 or something.
They were clearly like outclassed by the Knights, and the Knights didn't
Yeah.
have Pacioretty in the lineup even. So it's like there's a clear divide there between what they are and what some of the other teams in the division are. And
Yeah.
The Canucks to come out and actually like, despite the scoreline saying otherwise, because it took overtime to get there, the
Mhm.
Canucks did 100% look like the much more like ready to go team. They looked like the team that was that's closer to competing on a
Yeah.
nightly basis than Anaheim, which is frankly a huge difference compared to the last time these two teams met when it looked very much
Yes.
the opposite.
Indeed.
And yeah, like overall, you got a good performance out of some guys who really needed it, like Tanner Pearson, who had 7 shots on goal, like that, and including the tying goal off a great setup by Quinn Hughes. And then you get the great OT winner by JT Miller, just like going
Whew.
full Hulk mode. That was incredible.
True beast mode performance comes out of nowhere, decides to Did you see that stat where it was like JT Miller has the most OT winners on the team with 5 and every other player on the team combined for 1?
That sounds about right. That does
Yeah,
sound like
it
that. That
completely
sounds
tracks.
exact.
It's just
That
very like it's just like a very like funny like I'm carrying this team in extra time
Yeah,
type stat.
JT Miller's no Derek Pouliot, but he's a very good game winner type
Nobody
guy, good
is.
closer. Yeah, nobody's a Derek Pouliot where what like the first 6 goals of his career were all game winners and
Yeah,
like
they're all
half of them
like
were OT.
clutch goal like game time like game winning goals, which is like really funny because he was so bad otherwise. He would like the conversation would erupt like, oh, Derek Pouliot, we got to get rid of this bum. Then he'd score a game winner, and you'd have to be like, God damn it.
I had such high hopes for Derek Pouliot. I really thought he was going to be something. Like maybe not like oh he's going to like lead this blue line for years to come. Good. Like just like in the sense of like oh he looks like he could be a decent depth guy if you given the time. No, it didn't turn
Yeah,
out that way. But then yeah, you go into the Kings game in the new the crypto.com arena.
yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm never going to not be able to laugh at that name forever. I'm so
No, it's
sorry.
so stupid, and I I don't know. I was having a good laugh at it.
Yeah.
Um,
.com names for arenas are already bad. Naming it
yeah.
crypto.com just takes it to a whole other level.
Yeah. But anyways, to summarize, the Canucks end their 2021 not on an 8-game win streak, but a good 8-game point streak, which is kind of what they need. Just the little things. Um, sorry, I'm actually looking at my buddy saying he's arrived and I need to go. So this is gonna be a really quick
This
episode.
will be a real quick episode. Maybe I'll throw
Yeah.
something extra into here to pad the time. Maybe
Yeah,
I'll throw something extra.
just quickly, while I'm still here for the next 2 to 3 minutes.
Hit the floor.
World Juniors canceled. Obviously, apparently, it wasn't quite the bubble that a lot of people were under the impression that it was. So they had to cancel it because Team USA forfeited a game to Switzerland. Then they were forfeiting a second game to Slovakia. And then I think Finland or someone was also forfeiting a game. So it was just like a complete clusterfuck. Apparently, they were situated all the players in a hotel where there was a wedding reception. It wasn't a bubbled off place. It was just like there was no protocols. It was just fly everyone in, hope for the best. It wasn't like the Edmonton bubble of old. It was a complete joke. A lot of players, a lot of coaches really pissed off about the cancellation, and rightly so. They went through a lot to get there, and they were let down by the protocols at hand and the IHF's methods of protecting them, which was clearly non-existent. Anyways, that's all I got.
That's all Cody's got. Cody, happy New Year, buddy. First year of the CreaseCast together done. Like
We
again,
survived.
We literally started at the beginning of January 2021. Now we're heading into that next time. I'm just trying to think of what else there is to say from that. Got any quick New Year's resolutions you want to share?
My New Year's resolution is to be more on time for things.
Perfect. That's a perfect way.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna be like, I'm gonna be more fun. I'm gonna be more fun. this
I'm
year."
always very fun. So yeah, my New Year's resolution is to be more on time. And on that note, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year's, Lachlan. And to our CreaseCast listeners, I'll catch you on the next episode when I'm here for hopefully longer than 13 minutes. All right.
Works
Bye,
every day.
everybody.
Bye.